Sag, welcome to your Aces bonus read. Yay! A couple months ago, I promised all 12 signs an in-depth collective read, Aces, just in time for New Year's, baby. You will recognize the layout. There's your power card right over there. But before we get started, just a kind of quick, shameless promo, if you will, of my own merch. Sassy Scorpion merch, it's in the description box if you're so inclined. Feel free to take 20% off site-wide using code HAPPY20. I know, it's a brilliant name. I was super inspired. Super inspired, happy 20. You find something you like, I hope that you do. You know, take 20% off, no big deal, you guys. This, of course, is the #1 seller. It has been since like day one, and I love that. That's great, because it's my signature tee. So there you go. Get whatever the heck you want if you are so inclined. Once more, I appreciate your purchases, yeah? They help maintain the channel and, you know, all that good stuff. So once more, thank you, and happy holidays. Now, let's get to it. Aces read. Let's go over that real quick, because we all need reminders, yeah? Ace of Sword, Wand, Cup, Pentacle. People love aces. I do too. I'm a big fan of the aces, right? Because here we have the idea of the new. But we also must keep in mind there is renewed, right? So there's what's coming towards us or what we're creating for ourselves. Awesome. All good stuff. But there's also stuff we already have in play, and it's working just fine. And we don't need to fix it because there ain't nothing broke. Now, if there is, we want to know that too. Because maybe we can be done with that and make way for new. And that's why we're here, right? Let's take a look at the stuff at what works, what doesn't, and what we can allow for that might be better. We're going to start with the Ace of Swords. Any new thoughts, insights, therefore actions, or pre-existing truths, beliefs, and things like this that already work for you, already are in place, and you keep abiding by them, right? So the Ace of Swords. What is going on, please? Show me the Ace of Swords. For Sagittarius, what's up? Show me Saggy. One more. Let's get Sagittarius. I already said let's get Sag on the line. That was funny. I was like, wait, what? I can understand let's get linked up to Sag. It's like, let's get Sag on the line. I mean, I am dialing you in. Okay, I suppose the way I had it in my head was just unusual. Let's see the Ace of Swords, please. The Tower. Woo, Devil. If you have any Leo in your chart, check those out. The Devil also popped up on the Ace of Swords straight away. I promise you I shuffle these many, many times. What's meant to be is what's meant to be. Yours is a little different. All right. You had 3 power tone energies just show up. Okay. Ace of Pentacles already on your mind. Knight of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Unlike Leo, you actually will be pursuing a new opportunity, but back up. Back up. Okay. The Tower, Devil, the High Priestess. Ooh! So, oh boy. So, okay. There is something here that you have been afraid of intuitively for a while. You didn't know if it had any merit. Though there is something at the Ace of Swords, okay, towards the end of the year and open towards the beginning. This is looking more like February, to be honest with you, as opposed to the end of December or even January. This is looking further, February. You have, I'm guessing, if not now, perhaps around January, a weird sort of sticky, icky, low-level feeling something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. And it's weird, right? Especially when it seems to come from nowhere. We have no particular rhyme or reason to have that weird feeling. Typically, there's a background noise. You know, I'm kind of expecting this maybe from that person or this family member or this particular situation at work. But we can't really say it, but we have imprints, we have suggestions, we have hints, we have shadows, if you will, of what the subject matter is. This seems to have none of that. But it's prominent enough, the feeling is strong enough that without any background noise to prompt it, that it kind of freaks you out a little bit. Tower, Devil, the High Priestess, that's kind of like saying, I know something bad's going to happen. I know something bad's going to happen. And it's more like that gross feeling as opposed to an actual thought. So the Ace of Swords, is my point, isn't crystallized. It's not crystallized knowledge. You don't know what the hell it is. It's just a weird, blunt, underlying feeling that keeps reoccurring for you at the beginning of the year. Like, I know something bad's going to happen. Okay. So we're going to have what we call reverse Uno. You're right. Something does happen, but it's not bad. It's actually quite good. You will be happy by it. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. That is the literal definition of good news. That's the literal definition of good news. So for some of you, that weird, undefinable feeling and then the thought that has no shape, it's just it feels like a weird sort of pressure. It's kind of like heads up from the universe, Sag. Expect something good, not something bad. But of course, we're human beings, okay? We're used to kind of, or conditioned, I should say, to fear the worst. And even your sign, which leans to optimism, I mean, you can still experience this as well. Yeah, so that's going to be enough to freak anybody out. But the thing is, when it arrives, it's going to be good news. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. You are so fired up for this. There's an opportunity. Perhaps it was an unexpected promotion, this kind of thing. Perhaps it was an unknown opportunity that up until a moment in time you didn't know you would go for or gravitate towards, or that you would even know would be available. But the thing is, it's going to show up for you. It's going to show up strong. And you're going to take it, honey. You're going to pursue it. You're going to go after it. You're like, this is going to be good for my Ten of Pentacles. So you can't wait to take this on. And you're going to be that person, right? Who's like, I had a feeling. I had this feeling. It was driving me crazy, but I thought it was going to be bad. I know it happens. Every now and then the universe gets to surprise us with something good. You know, and there you go, fire pony and all. You're like, I'm out the door. I got to pursue this. And you're already showing me your Ace of Pentacles. So I see you actually accepting it. I see Leo put off developing something for themselves because A, they already said they were secure, and B, they had something else cooking, you know, for them. And you're like, I'm going to take this opportunity because it looks awesome. And so it does look awesome. It's got you all fired up. So that was great. That was a really interesting way to start out your reading because it wasn't solid knowledge. It was not solid knowledge. It was you trying to search for the answer with the Ace of Swords, but you couldn't. It was just one of those feelings that got stronger and stronger. And by the time the thing in question comes through, it turned out to be a happy, positive thing. So you have a bright, brand new, shiny opportunity. You're going to take off with this and run with it. Okay? And it's going to increase your foundation. Foundation, once more, is well beyond our personal home and finances. It's career, it's family, community, resources, networking, continuity, longevity. Okay? The big stuff that we're all in some way connected to. It's our environment. Okay? And you're like, I'm going to put more into that. Yeah, you are. You're going to become very visible at that time. Very highly energetic, highly engaged with this. So this was good news for you. Yeah, you remember this. You remember this, honey. That obscure reading you saw back in December about that tarot lady, and I had this weird feeling, and then boom, look what happens. But I'm telling you, it's not right around the corner. It's not like January 1. Okay? I think that's when the feeling starts to kick in. I do. But you won't see the thing for what it is until perhaps maybe February, no later than March. I don't think. That's what I was telling you. This is one of the reasons why I miss clarifiers, because I can see things like timelines a little better, and things have a way of being more solid and through the visual picture in my mind. All right, let's take a look at your Ace of Wands. Any new passions? Okay. Any new intrigues? Any strong sense of hope, light of path? Things like that. Could be, renewed, ongoing. Let's see what you're putting your strongest, most vibrant energy into. Okay. Or do we have anything new floating around there? Let's see that Ace of Wands, please, for Saggy. Well, that was a happy thing. Let me tell you, that was happy. You're like, I was expecting something for weeks. I didn't know it was going to be good. Whatever that is, you're going to take off and run with it, though. I love it. You went vavoom really quick on that one. That's gorgeous, honey. Ace of Wands. I'm happy. I'm happy that you get to shore up your foundation and make it more secure. I'm happy that you get to go after this, and it seems to match your energy frequency really well. Okay? All right. Let's see that Ace of Wands, please. 5 Wands. No, we don't want that. Queen of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the Ace. That's an Ace of Wands. That's much better. Okay. Resistance here. There is something that is currently preoccupying your energy, but it's in negative. you want it to get to positive. We'll get to that because you're successful in that as well. So good job there. But Ace of Wands, yeah, your passion energy, your fire energy is currently preoccupied, but it's in ways you don't care for. It looks like we're in disagreement in something in our environment, and it has to do with your own measure of self-worth. So how you're putting your energy into something, it's looking like it's situational, possibly with another person, but bare minimum, it's situational as it relates to your sense of comfort zone. So that's bare minimum situational, okay? Your own sense of self-worth in a situational. I want to say it's home environment. Five of Wands. Anyway, so your fire there these days has been preoccupied with an ongoing argument, and it seems to come into clash with what you understand self-worth principles are and comfort principles. All right? How you find yourself these days. And you're like, but good for you though. Six of Swords. You're like, I don't want to keep doing this. Your natural positive fire energy, which should be used for hope, ambition, lights of path, passion too, is turned into negative passion. I'm fighting something unnecessarily, or I'm fighting this situation unnecessarily, or I'm fighting this situation with you unnecessarily. That's not where I want to be. You're saying you're moving away from that, whatever it is. You stop fighting the fight, no contest. You have other things literally you'd rather do with your energy, and you will. Right around here, that's right around your positive energy picks up too. So Four of Swords, Ace of Wands, Six of Wands. That's you literally saying, I've thought about it. I've gone to bed on the subject. I'm going to go ahead and go for this new opportunity. That's going to make me feel better, and it's going to get me away from the situation where this argument never seems to end. And it's you just peacefully, it's like kind of saying, whatever, man, I'm going to go over here now. I don't quite know how to translate it, except once this here twice for you, right around the same timeline. Yeah. Once this offer introduces itself or you achieve it, okay, you're like, I've got other things to do with my time, specifically your energy. This is more like time. This is more your natural energy. I have better things to do with my natural energy that are positive as opposed to me just sitting here and arguing with you that's negative. So we're going to get away from that. You're going to move your sense of self-worth forward. Okay, we're going to stop arguing with this. Because now you literally have something else to do that is highly positive. It will give you recognition. I see that here. It's not once but twice. Your energy picks up like this. Your sense of recognition picks up like this. Your sense of can-do attitude goes up like this. And you're like, I was chosen for this project. Or I was selected for this work. Me, me, me. Not you. Not this situation. Not this, that, and the other person. Me. Recognize it. So you launch yourself into whatever the heck this is with a great deal of pride, gusto, and enthusiasm. And whatever preceded it that was negative, that was taking away from your sense of comfort zone, you're taking away from your sense of self-worth, you're just going to gently let, and I don't blame you. It really is kind of like you saying right here, Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, whatever, man. I got other things to do now, literally. And you will. So I'm happy to see this for you. You are so fired up. It's really going to boost exponentially your sense of energy. You're going to feel passionate. You're going to feel like you've had several espressos. It's going it's going to be the biggest shot of B12 vitamin you've ever had in your life. Because it is. You're showing me I was selected. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. And so it is. Good for you, honey. That triumph. Oh my gosh. Be careful what you do with that energy on your own time, though. My goodness. My goodness. I can see you trying to be cool, calm, collected. This is my due. This is mine. I've thought about this a great deal, reflect, and it makes you feel healed and whole and complete in many respects. So it's not like it's too crazy. It's not too over the top. The Four of Swords pulls back the energy spike just a little bit. So it's not as sharp. But just to let you know, you're going to be feeling really good. Congratulations to you. And it's early. It's very, very early. It's very, very early. Like I said, I don't see most of this March until February, March. But these two are absolutely riding on the coattails of each other. So with this victory comes your own personal sense of victory, fulfillment, and frankly, no more arguing about a situation. No more. Frankly, you're not going to have time for it. And knowing you and your energetic conversion process, I'm saying here, you're telling me I literally have better things to do with myself and my energy. And there you go. Another one bites the dust. Ow. No, I'm saying it's a win-lose thing. It's just you. You have that forward momentum attached to you. I mean, that's one of your superpowers, honey. All right, let's see the Ace of Cups. Let's see if there's anything new on the old emotional level there. Look at that. Let's see the Ace of Cups, please, for Saggy. Any new love, refreshed love, working on it love, yeah, things are in works kind of love, which I saw for Leo. They danced around a little bit because they kept trying to show me investment over it. And then I was like, oh, it fell into place because there's so much productivity attached to that situation in terms of self-worth and being careful. And it was really cool. But let's see what's going on with you. Let's see that Ace of Cups, please. Okay. Ace of Wands, I know. It's going to feel so good. It is, I promise. Ace of Cups. Let's see that Ace of Cups, please. Let's say, for instance, here in January, where you're still rocking that really weird, negative, I don't know what's going on feeling, but it's going to be bad. Let's say you see an opportunity, but you don't immediately equate it with this feeling. That's the one I'm talking about. I want you to go for that. Okay? It's that odd sort of pressure. It's not what you think it is. It's just that human conditioning to anticipate the worst. Okay? But your intuition is otherwise there trying to tell you, I just think because it doesn't have an immediate definition or an immediate shape, it might feel like a threatening blob, okay, in your heart. Because the Ace of Swords is clear shape, clear definitive thought, clear definitive action. Whatever that is doesn't have that. So it's not going to be obvious. I promise you that obscure thing, that perfect thing, that extra gig, that's what they were priming you for. Look out, be on the lookout, be on the lookout, be on the lookout. This opportunity, this thing, whatever it is. Let's see that Ace of Cups, please, for Sag. I think one more. Let's see the Ace of Cups, please. Yeah. Four of Pentacles, Judgment, the Knights of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords. You're saying no rush on new love. If it happens, great. You'll have energy towards that as well with the Knights of Wands. But you're saying you're not going to force the issue at the time. This is strategic according to your own kind of spiritual sense of development. By strategic, I mean the Four of Pentacles, Judgment with a sense of reckoning, understanding, insight, lessons learned, spiritual advancement, and listening to ourselves in the Knight of Wands. It's kind of like saying, I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to go out of my way to find it. If something shows up and it gets my interest, I'll take a look at it. I'll explore it. I'll put some energy into it. Otherwise, I'm not going to rush towards it like an a-hole. You're saying, no, I'm not going to do it. And you can't I don't want to make you. You've already made up your mind on the subject. And that is something that is a carryover Ace of Swords. So that's a pre-existing thought, therefore a pre-existing action and belief that you are backing up with the Knight of Swords. You're saying, I just know better. Lessons learned. If I go rushing for love, I'm not going to find it. Okay, I think that's fair. That's your own particular lesson that you say that you've had to learn the hard way, and it represents a blind spot on your timeline when it comes to truth. Okay, you're saying it's your truth now. You understand it now. You didn't understand it back then. If you go pushing for love, if you go rushing in towards love, you're never going to find it. You're saying, I don't think you're being so arrogant as you're saying, well, the love has to fall in my lap and then I'll take it seriously. You're like, no. If it's the right thing, if it's the right cup at the right time, I'll put natural energy into it and meet it where it is. Otherwise, I'm not going to push the subject, and I think that's very wise of you. You're like, if it's real love, it'll present itself in time. I'm not going to push it. Good job. By all means, I agree with people who are trying, and they try. But they're not pursuing, and they're not pushing, okay? Because pursuing ends up being, that almost always ends up in a kind of chasing dynamic. Well, I'm pursuing them. Well, are you pursuing or are you chasing, honey? And you're like, that's my point. If it feels like it's supposed to take off, I will. But you're also saying the right cup at the right time. I've learned my lesson. No blind rushing in. And that's a truth we had to learn the hard way. So that is not a new sword. That's one you developed over time. And I kind of agree with your logic here. If something's for you and you can feel it, You start to harmonize with it sooner rather than later. It doesn't feel like you have to pursue it or chase it or, you know, knock down its door. It's just shared. Okay. And it feels correct. So no push on that cup, right? No push on the cup. I don't blame you for that. This part makes perfect sense. No rush on the Ace of Cups. Perhaps something over here on the Ace of Pentacles might give me an idea. But for the most part, you're showing me that you are really psyched up for this offer and or opportunity. I like how it allows you to convert your negative energy. And I'm sorry that there's some sort of kickback in your circumstances there. But at least you get to leave the argument behind because now you're showing me victory principle. You did succeed in something, and, well, that should shut that situation up. Or at least allow you to comfortably remove yourself from it because you don't want to participate in it anymore. I should have pointed out, by the way, you get to choose your own level of participation and stuff like that. And, like, that's the point. Once that new opportunity becomes available to you, you're like, I'm not gonna. I won't have to. I won't have time for it. Yay. All right, let's see the Ace of Pentacles. Good on you. I like how you have a no-pressured Ace of Cup feeling. You know, if something presents itself in due course, I'll check it out. If not, I'm not going to chase it. No worries. No worries. All right, very good. I like that. It's a good attitude. Oh. Eight of Pentacles. I knew it. I knew it was situational, circumstantial. As it relates to that, that's where that argument was coming from. That the Hierophant, yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune, the World, the Seven of Swords. Okay. With this new opportunity, it really does allow a cease and desist over an argument that I did see was environmental, possibly some sort of commitment here, or a commitment feelings chained to the job. Okay, that's going to cease all arguments with that new opportunity. You actively look forward to it's almost like you're saying, I told you so, I told you so. So I'm not sure if you're saying I told you so to yourself or whomever else is in there arguing with you. It does not have to be a spouse. I'm saying that Hierophant is you. Okay, in that respect of I'm contracted to this. I'm contracted to the work. That means I'm contracted to the execution of the work. I'm the one that's committed here. I knew I was going to have I knew, but this opportunity is mine. I'm the one who's committed to the work. Therefore, I don't have to keep arguing about this, the circumstance of the situation. You've earned that triumph, honey. I don't blame you for that spike I'm seeing for you in the future. You've earned it. You were selected, and it feels like a victory. And you're right. If you're that person who's contracted to the work here, who stands up for the work, stands by the work, who stands by the agenda, who enforces the work, that's what the Hierophant does in contractual situations. You fight over that coin. You're the one who earned it. You know? So we get to gently leave this argument behind, but it's kind of like you're saying, I told you so. Okay. Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune, the World, the Seven of Swords. We don't have to, we can just leave the subject behind, which is what you showed me already with the Six of Swords. You can leave the subject behind. Okay. Whatever that is played out in your favor very well. So while I know you felt really weird back here at the beginning of the year, whatever it is that's coming through is going to, coming through is going to fit you like a glove. I'm very curious about your Ace of Cups. I would like to spend just a little bit more time on that. I understand your decision. I understand about the feeling being right. And you have a natural sense of passion towards being open to trying. But you're like, the fact of the matter is, if it's clear, it's clear. And if it's not, it's not. That's it. I get that. I don't know what it is over here in your situation and circumstance that was giving you so much kickback, but I like how you get to put your little stamp on it. So it's like, don't need to argue about coin anymore, do we? No. Or something like that. I mean, it's a kind of subtle, I told you so, but it's also well earned. I'm not saying it's not. It's there. I don't know why things like that make me chuckle. I suppose just because I get it in my own way. Yeah. All right. Let's, I'm just going to be a bit nosy. I'm that person who, like, I'm dealing the cards and I'm just I just want to do a little peek on your cards and see if I can push back a little bit more on your timeline. Like I said, we should be, what did I say, February to March. We're feeling very solid by May, I believe. That's a little further out than I like to share. It's like I said, This is one of the beautiful benefits of clarifying in depth, is that you get to see some elements and how they add up. But again, timelines are different for everybody, yeah? All right. Five of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the Empress. We still kind of have a broken heart here. Okay. A little bit. Again, I'm looking from the perspective of love, as that was the most curious element here for me that I'd like to see a little bit more on. We still have some heartbreak here. Okay. We still have some heartbreak here with an important person. Abandonment here. And it's it was kind of a strong person in our mind, an emperor, an empress. I'm not saying that as you, I'm saying that as them. I'm not saying you're not important. I know you are. I'm saying that the reason why you kind of have that hold on your heart space and it's a non-issue and you're not rushing the subject and is that we're still showing some ache here from someone of, like I said, fairly high value. Okay. That's okay. That would be enough to kind of be like, you know what? No chasing, no pursuing. Okay. We're still recovering in our heart space from somebody. Devil. Nine of Swords and the Page of Swords. It's just like sometimes my mind still gets locked into that space whether I like it or not. And you're like, that's why. Okay. I don't fault you for that. Not at all. You're still recovering. This was more for me because you had such strong ideas around your heart space and what it is to pursue and wait, and you're trying to understand that and balance it. There's a lot of lesson behind this particular abandonment with someone whom we say is important. You're saying you still struggle with the thoughts, and that sometimes just the pressure of the anxiety you feel in your mind, it goes into a place of mental obsession. I'm not saying necessarily over them. I'm saying it makes you uncomfortable how much you still think about it. Okay, so this is where I would challenge you to incorporate more principles of healing over your feelings. Okay? You seem to have, I know you have an intuitive self. It's quite strong, you know? But no, I would challenge you a little more to heal that heart space. Understand the breakage a little better, and not just try to shut it down. Because the more you try to shut it down, the more it has a way of bouncing back. And that's why the devil's attached to the Nine of Swords at this point, is because you keep trying to make it go away. The more we are so brave and stand up against the devil that is our thoughts here, the more headway we make in our heart space. Okay, but that's all. I know you got a lot going on, and I'm happy for you with these elements. Some are really good ones falling into place for you, and you earned them. Okay? The Ace of Cups, though, eventually, honey, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Eventually, your heart's going to want to be ready again. So I would just say a little more work over here. That would be it for me. Okay? All right. Self-worth and expectations, hot and cold, going back. Yeah, there's that tension there. I don't like it. I don't pretend to. Don't get me wrong. You get your I told you so in some way. You know, you get your pound of flesh, as they say. But there's that sense of hot and cold. There has been arguments back and forth between yourself and someone else regarding that situation, circumstance, work, or your ability to earn. And you've had those same arguments with yourself, which does not make it any more comfortable when you have them with someone else. You need to know what your self-worth is above all, first and foremost. Everything begins with the self. So the more you understand what your self-worth is, the more that surrounding situation can either step up and respect what you're saying and trying to achieve, or they can't. Okay? In which case you can't teach anyone what your self-worth is if you're not leading by example first. So you understand what you're worth first. Be hot for you, not cold for you. I know that sounds weird. But know what it is that you can do, and that's good heat. Okay? But coldness suggests expectations and reality. Balance against both. Understand your self-worth. Trust me, you're going to have your moment. You will have your moment. All right? The runner, celebration. Some of you identify as a runner, okay? Or you run. Celebration, if you've just completed a run, something, that's very specific. But I saw it. I saw the victory line. Congratulations. There's a celebration in there for some of you who just achieved a particular mile, okay? So it's not necessarily run bad or chase bad. I know I used the word chase in your reading today. I'm actually saying this as celebration. Some of you have reached a huge milestone, or you're on the precipice of it. Again, once more, congratulations. I just know it's early. It's early congratulations. Some of you will be like, what? Or perhaps you did a run over the holidays. Those are very, very normal this time of year, common this time of year. Congratulations to you. You know? Okay, we have the letter C. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not C, that's G. You know what, the way the light was hitting it, I didn't see the little marker there for the actual G. I saw it as C, so it's G. Okay, we have the medallion of Taurus, Leo, in the upright, and then we have the medallion of Libra in the reverse, the keyword here being charming. You might have any of these placements very strongly in your chart, could be connecting to one, and let's see, or these particular seasons might be of importance to you. And then we also have the bicycle. Oh, some of you might have done a bike marathon too. There's that as well. Regardless, a milestone is a milestone is a milestone. So congratulations to you. And then there's a bicycle. Oh, how cute. Perhaps some of you started taking up cycling. Yeah. All right. Cool. I recently added new terms, by the way, just to make things more interesting. Sadie, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.